Josh and Anna Duggar story. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. For Duggar family latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. The Duggar family, once known for their seemingly wholesome image, had always been surrounded by the shadow of controversy since Josh Duggar's scandals shook the world years ago. But no one in the family could have predicted that Anna Duggar, the quiet, faithful, and long-suffering wife, would one day find herself at the center of a storm that threatened to tear the Duggar legacy apart. This is the heartbreaking, shocking, and unbelievable story of how Anna Duggar was arrested, jailed for 2 years, accused of stealing $1 million, and ultimately divorced by Josh Duggar, a family under pressure. Life after Josh's sentencing was never easy for Anna. With 7 children to raise, limited income, and the crushing weight of public shame, Anna lived each day in survival mode. The Duggar family tried to rally around her, but support came with strings attached. Jim Bob, the patriarch, insisted that Anna and her children remain under his oversight. Michelle offered comfort, but could do little to ease the financial strain. Anna, once hopeful, felt increasingly suffocated by her in-laws' expectations. Bills piled up. Groceries became harder to afford. The children's needs grew with each passing day. Anna prayed constantly, asking for strength, but desperation quietly began to eat away at her, a temptation too strong. Anna found herself managing not only her own meager finances, but also helping out with some of the Duggar family's complex financial records. Jim Bob trusted her with clerical work here and there, never imagining that Anna's mounting desperation might lead her down a dark road. It started small, a few $100s here, a few hundred there. She told herself she would pay it back. She reasoned that Josh had destroyed their life, and she deserved some help, even if no one else was giving it. But soon, those small amounts grew larger. By the time she realized what she had done, Anna had secretly rerouted nearly $1 million from Duggar family accounts into hidden places. For months, no one noticed. The shocking discovery: it was Jana Duggar who first saw something unusual. She had been working on organizing property documents when she noticed large sums missing. At first, she assumed it was an error, but as she dug deeper, the truth began to surface. Jana went to Jim Bob, her voice trembling. "Dad, something isn't right. A lot of money is missing." And it looks like Anna had access to the accounts. Jim Bob refused to believe it. "Anna? No. She's loyal. She's faithful. She would never." But when he confronted her, Anna broke down in tears. "I didn't mean for it to go this far. I was just trying to survive. I had no choice." Jim Bob was stunned. Michelle wept openly, holding her head in her hands. The family was once again thrust into chaos. Arrest and public scandal. The news spread quickly. Local authorities launched an investigation, and before long, Anna Duggar was formally charged with embezzlement and theft. Reporters swarmed the Duggar property. Headlines screamed, "Anna Duggar arrested for $1 million theft. Duggar daughter-in-law facing prison time." Another Duggar family scandal shocks America. Anna appeared in court, her head bowed, wearing the same modest dresses she had always worn. Her children cried as she was led away in handcuffs. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Josh Duggar's reaction from prison. Josh heard the news. At first, he laughed bitterly. Now she knows what it feels like, he reportedly told a fellow inmate. But soon, bitterness turned to resentment. He felt betrayed, not because Anna had broken the law, but because her scandal meant even more shame attached to the Duggar name. Through letters and phone calls, Josh grew colder toward her. Eventually, he made the decision that stunned everyone. He filed for divorce. Anna, sitting in her prison cell, received the papers with shaking hands. For years, she had stood by him, through his betrayals, his lies, and his crimes. And now, when she was at her lowest, he abandoned her without hesitation. Her cries echoed through the cold prison walls that night. Duggar family in turmoil. The Duggar household erupted in arguments. Some of the siblings sided with Anna, believing she had been pushed too far by years of neglect and lack of support. Others felt she had disgraced the family beyond repair. Jill, already estranged from the family, released a quiet statement. "I have deep compassion for Anna. She was placed in an impossible situation. But this cycle of control and secrecy has hurt too many people for too long. Jessa avoided the press, but reportedly told close friends that she was heartbroken. Anna was like a sister to me. I can't believe this happened. Joanna admitted privately that she feared the family's reputation was permanently ruined. And Jim Bob? He remained defiant. We are a godly family. The enemy seeks to destroy us. We will stand firm. But even he knew this was a wound that might never heal. Life in prison, Anna's days behind bars were marked by loneliness and regret. She missed her children terribly. Every letter she received from them was stained with her tears. She tried to keep her faith, leading small Bible study groups among fellow inmates, but at night she lay awake, haunted by the choices she made. Her children were placed under the care of relatives. Some days, Michelle brought them to visit, trying to maintain some sense of normalcy. But Anna knew they were growing up without her. Josh moves on. Josh wasted no time in seeking new relationships, even while behind bars. Rumors swirled of him writing letters to other women, painting himself as a victim betrayed by his wife. When word got back to Anna, she was crushed. After everything, he was already moving on, while she remained trapped. For the first time, she began to question the life she had built. The Duggar family's teachings, the loyalty she had clung to, the sacrifices she had made, had it all been for nothing? A family divided. The scandal caused irreparable cracks in the Duggar dynasty. TLC, which had already distanced itself from the family, publicly stated they would never again work with them. Neighbors whispered. Former friends disappeared. Even church members avoided them. Some Duggar siblings begged their parents to stop controlling every aspect of their lives. Others withdrew into silence. The family's once united front was now shattered. The final blow. 2 years later, as Anna's release approached, she faced an uncertain future. With no husband, no income, and a permanently tarnished reputation, she wondered how she would ever rebuild her life. Her children longed for her return, but Josh made it clear that he wanted nothing to do with her. The divorce was finalized. Anna stepped out of prison gates, clutching a small bag of belongings, her eyes searching for a familiar face. Michelle was there, tears streaming down her cheeks, holding Anna's youngest child. "Welcome home," Michelle whispered, hugging her tightly. But Anna knew she wasn't really home. The world she once knew no longer existed. She was free, but she was broken. Lessons in the ashes. The Duggar family would never be the same. Once symbols of strict faith and conservative values, they had become a living cautionary tale of hypocrisy, secrecy, and pain. Anna's story of desperation, theft, prison, and betrayal became one more dark chapter in the Duggar saga. And as she began to rebuild her life from the ashes, one thought echoed in her. Duggar news. Jana's first pregnancy would rewrite Duggar family rules? Duggar news readers should know if Jana Duggar's baby news ultimately tore apart the family tradition. As an eldest daughter, she is ready to give birth to her first baby. Her husband Stephen came into her life during her teenage years. They soon became friends who had dated on and off before reconnecting in 2024 to get married. Jana broke the news on social media after people questioned when she would love to bring a new family member to the Wisman household. She hesitated at first to open up about the delay in pregnancy, but she was actually waiting for the right time. On the occasion of her first anniversary, she surprised everyone with her maternity photo shoot with Stephen. Knowing this, Jinger sends love to the new parents. Duggar news. Jana makes home changes with Stephen. Jana Duggar and Stephen Wisman gave a glimpse into their home decor, showcasing their happily ever after. The couple has a special bond that transcends that of a husband and wife. They quite flaunted it on Instagram with their update on their sweet life. Duggar news fans enjoyed watching both their short clips and longer YouTube videos. So, Jana recorded bits and pieces of Stephen choosing tiles from the market, putting them in his car, and sticking them to the walls. The reality star lent her hand to him. They lastly showed the final results, which impressed fans. She said that March was spent toiling around to make brick by brick of their house renovation. She wanted to create memories through a very aesthetic tile work for the tiny space they owned. Duggar news. Jana is clashing with family? Jana Duggar's first baby is due in January 2026, and she received best wishes from social media. But the news became a highlight for a single reason. Her timing might shatter the ongoing tradition of the Duggars. At 35, she started with her first pregnancy, whereas by now all her sisters had multiple children. The Duggars have set their standards high since TLC's day. Steven, just like Jana, belongs to a large household with 13 siblings. The pair wed in the presence of 500 attendees on August 15, 2024. Her sisters Joy Anna, Jessa, Johanna, Jinger, Abby, and Jordan became bridesmaids. As she confirmed her pregnancy after a year, this is different from the norms of the Duggars. Duggar News followers are aware that the women in the family typically become pregnant within a couple of months of marriage. But Jana stood out, which means she made her decision on when to start expecting a baby with her husband. The entire Duggar lineage adhered to traditional and conservative values, including large families, early marriages, and young parenthood. Jana's decision to marry late in life is quite controversial among fans. She indirectly challenged the orthodox pattern that had run within her family for ages. She chose a diverse path, which made her appear different from the rest of her tribe. The media might keep bringing the topic to the surface, but she would reflect her inner self. For latest Duggar news, stay tuned to TV season and spoilers. Duggar News. Inside Jana Duggar's best purchase of $275 Nebraska starter home revealed. Jana Duggar's $275 fixer-upper pictures are online for the first time for Duggar News readers after announcing her first pregnancy with husband Steven. She married a year ago, surprising fans with glimpses from the wedding day. The big news previously had her initially debunking the rumors of being pregnant. She was accused of hiding her baby bump, but it's untrue. Jana celebrated her first marriage anniversary on the exact day she announced her pregnancy to Steven. The couple tied the knot in August and also received the positive news about their baby in the same month. Jinger, her sister, gave them a wholesome reaction as they counted down the days for January 2026. Jana's new motherly look was breathtaking, and the entire Duggar family's hearts were full. Duggar News. Jana debuts glamorous hairstyle. Jana Duggar unveiled her stunning hair makeover while expecting her first child. She stepped into her game of leveling up her confidence with a cute smile and glow-up. Her face has a radiant shine that shows that she is a mommy-to-be. She recorded herself as she took her car's front seat outside a salon. Jana mentioned that her hairdresser would cut off a bit of her hair. She looked excited for the process because she hadn't done anything to her hair for almost a year. The Counting on alum wanted to give her hair some life and a hue. The video showed the hairdresser covering her hair with foil paper. Fans were shocked to see the celeb's super short hair in natural ash blonde highlights, which she said is natural. Duggar News. Jana's fixer-upper gets photographed. Soon after Jana Duggar and Wisman confirmed their wedding in August 2024, they also revealed that they had moved from Arkansas to Nebraska. Their relocation plans prompted them to purchase their own investment property for $275,000. She called it a small space for them. Since they moved in, they have been busy fixing spots. At that time, Jana shared how she and Steven pulled each other to work, building their lives together in that house. "It's been fun," she said. On her official YouTube channel, the duo documented their renovation work progress that fans loved watching. However, the photos of the fixer-upper, which leaked through Realtor.com, visibly showed the urgency of a proper upgrade. Jana and Steven began a complete kitchen remodeling first. Although the duo completed most tasks independently, it still took them a considerable amount of time. They seemed to exclude outsiders, such as professionals, from touch-ups or more in-depth work. One whole year was spent giving the house an aesthetic neutral finish, which is eye-catching. For Jana, moving out of his parents' home was an emotional decision. She made a significant change while Steven was handling the paperwork for the house he had bought in Nebraska. She admitted to calling her parents for help with the DIY craftwork inside the special house created with much love. At last, she stated, "I cannot wait to see this project come together in real life." Stay tuned to TV season and spoilers for further updates.